Nowadays, more and more women are regretting feminism. I wonder why, because you're miserable. Everything that feminists and feminism taught you made you miserable, and now you're here on the internet to complain while we just sit back and enjoy.
I'm sitting here with just this horrible realization. I've been divorced for 3 years, and in that 3 years, I have spent most of my days figuring out how I can become physically, mentally, financially, spiritually healthy enough to be able to afford and take care of a child. And not only have I taken that time, but I've done the math, and it does not work out.
I thought you were strong, independent, didn't need no man. I thought women can do it all on their own.
I am not young enough, or fertile enough, or financially stable enough.
Shocker. The things that men have been telling women, you're probably gonna screw yourself, is happening.
To even do another round of IVF, and at 36, like, I'm sorry, like, you're gonna say, like, you have time, like, I don't. Because I can't spend another minute of my life trying to make something work when I'm just fighting upstream.
Women really thought technology can really fix everything in biology. It can't. Or else men would just be tall with big dicks everywhere. We would just all be wheeling a wheelbarrow for our dicks, because if science can fix a lot of these things that we have issues with, most men would just have large penises with pills or whatever the hell it is.
I don't have a support system. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources or the community. And it
All the
just
things you
kills
used to
me.
have.
It kills me that I had embryos with my ex-husband that were viable, and they're just gone now. And my future with those children, and my life as a mother is just, it's gone. And it's not just that it's gone, it's the fact that it was decided for me.
No, 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 no. You decided for yourself. The rules were set. You knew the rules. You decided to play around the rules, and the rules got you. Stop it. Stop it.
By so many other people and factors. And that's what kills me. Because it was not my choice.
It totally was.
And I'm angry. And I'm heartbroken.
She wasted too much time to have a child. Now she is 36 and ran out of money doing IVFs to try to have a baby. This is what happens when modern women try to push their biological clock to the test.
This is when you think money and technology can fix everything. It can't.
And rely on technology to have children, instead of having children in their most fertile years.
Right. Because it was free when you were younger, by the way.
No, it's bad.
And easier.
I think I'm a catch. Like, I'm successful in my career. I can hold my own. I'm financially independent. I have a great family. I have a good personality. I'm attractive. I had all this confidence. So I was like, why the fuck
All the accolades that you gave yourself. Who told you all these things?
am I getting rejected? And what I realized through therapy and some of the people that I had spoken to was that I was just too much in my masculine energy. Naturally, I just have more masculine energy just based on how I was raised. I only have brothers. I had a lot of male energy around me growing up. I run 2 businesses, so every day I'm in that leadership mind. I'm in that, you know, like, not harsh mindset, but very like masculine. So like, you know, leading, very driven, very ambitious, all that type of stuff. And what was happening was I was bringing that masculine energy into my dating world and into, I guess, relationships, and it was coming off to men. I was that girl that was like, I don't need a man, and, you know, if he doesn't like me for me, then that's his problem, and I'm not going to change, and he needs to accept me for me, and blah, blah, blah. And there was something that my ex had said to me when we were breaking up that really, really stuck with me, and it was, you're too independent. And I was always like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, isn't that a good thing? Like, don't you want to be with a girl who is not, you know, depending on you financially or depending on you for everything? And isn't that attractive that...
True, I don't want a girl to depend on me and everything. But I also don't want a woman that thinks she can compete against me either.
That you're with someone who can, like, hold their own. But what I realized is that men want to be with a woman who they feel they're needed by. So that doesn't necessarily mean financially or anything like that, but like, True. They want to be with someone where they're the leader in the relationship, they're making the decisions, they're caring for someone because that's just naturally in them. So for me, I had to rewire my brain of thinking that just because I was letting a man care for me, and that I was going to be more feminine, that wasn't weak or that I wasn't still independent.
She thinks she's a catch for men because she's successful in her career and financially independent. Those things are what women look for in men.
Yeah, you're also old. You look pretty aged, girl. Definitely in your 30s.
It's not what men look for in women, but at least she has learned her lesson.
She has. This one actually has a little bit of accountability. Shout outs to her.
Taken some accountability for her mistakes.
I guess it is better than nothing.
Are men unattracted to independent women?
Yes.
I was talking to my guy friend the other day. We're talking about just like independent women. I was telling him how one of my girlfriends, she's super independent. She does X, Y, and Z by herself. She's like such a bad bitch. And she doesn't need really anyone to count on. And he goes, let me guess. I bet you she is single. To that, I'm like, why? He's like, well, historically, men have always been, you know, the caregiver. Like, they usually have always been that breadwinner, right? Type sort of personality. And he goes, so that's why when women are too independent, they're too masculine and men find them unattractive. To that, I responded and I said, I think it's because 50% of men are average at best, okay? And as a woman raises her bar and, she starts to provide herself that validation, she, does these things for herself and she counts more on herself to become more independent, her bar raises. Meaning that the men that can match her at that level are fewer men. And so that is why these more independent women, are typically, I guess, more single based off of what he's saying, because they just haven't found someone to match them at that level yet. Maybe independent women don't like most of the men now.
The more
So then they stay single and alone. Nobody cares, by the way, if they're strong and independent.
successful a man becomes, the more dating options he has.
Correct.
Because men are more than happy to date women who make less money than they do. But the more successful a woman becomes, the more her dating options start to shrink. Because women don't want to date men who make less money than they do.
It's just
they
that
only
basic.
Want to date men who make equal to or more money than they do.
Remember, the statistics is they at least want you to make 33% or 50% more of what they make.
So essentially, strong independent women become victims to their own success. Good luck to those strong, independent women.
And we don't care. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.